Hey everybody, my name is Sydney. I'm a dancer and teacher with the Sand Dance Project. Today I'm going to lead you and your child on a few different activities to get your brains active, get your bodies moving. All you really need is a little bit of space around you and about 10 minutes to spare. So if you're ready to go, grab your dance partner. Let's get right to it. Alright dancers, we're going to get started. Root your feet down nice and strong underneath you and hold a big bubble of air in your arms. Take a deep breath in and let that bubble float up towards the sky. And as you breathe out, it sinks down. Nice and low. Try that again. Breathe in. Your bubble floats up high and breathe out. Your bubble sinks down low. One more time. Breathe in. This time, really let your bubble float almost so it floats all the way away. And then strong breath out. Let your bubble go. Now, imagine, just like you stepped out of the bathtub and you had some really soapy bubbles, you have bubbles all over you. We're going to use some heavy and light touch to pop our bubbles. Let's start with some light fingertips, popping a bubble right on our shoulder. What about another bubble right on our elbow? Pop a few more bubbles. Maybe there's one on your knee. Maybe there's one on your toe. Maybe there's one on your calf. Nice light touch. How quickly and lightly can you pop these bubbles? I'm going to give you 5 seconds to pop as many bubbles with as light touch as you can. Ready, set, go. 5, 4, can you go even faster? 3, and 2, and 1, and freeze. Nice job. Now there's some big bubbles left on me. I don't know about you. I'm going to use a heavy hand to pop these bubbles. Now notice I'm being safe with my body. I definitely don't want to hurt myself. So even though my hand is heavy, it doesn't hurt me. It's nice and soft. Heavy and soft. Can you pop a few bubbles that are heavy on your own body? Give yourself 5 seconds and go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come back to your resting position, standing strong. Let's warm up our head and our tail. Take your head and nod it up and down, almost like you're saying yes, 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 like yes, of course, Mom, I will eat all of my vegetables for dinner tonight. And then shake your head, no, 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 and let it all go. Beautiful. Can you imagine shaking your head yes as if it weighs 1,000 pounds? So it takes a lot of work to look all the way up and then a lot of work to let it go. Try that 2 more times, lifting up your heavy head and then dropping it down. Last time, lift up your heavy head and drop it onto the ground. Let's try the opposite. Let's try some light movement as we shake our head no, like our head weighs nothing at all. It's very light and easy. It's filled with cotton candy. Shake your head no. Can it be light and fast? Ooh, that makes me a little dizzy. Can we go light and slow? It's light, but I'm not moving very quickly. Interesting. And then let that go. Give yourself a little wiggle and shake. We warmed up our head. We gotta warm up our tail. Now, do we have a real tail? I don't know about you. I don't have a real tail, but we do have a tailbone, and we can imagine a big dragon's tail or monkey tail or dog tail wagging behind us. It helps to warm up our spine, so bend your knees nice and deep and wag your tail back and forth. Is it a cat tail? Is it a monkey's tail? Is it a lizard tail? Is it a snake tail? Wag it back and forth for 3, for 2, for 1, and let that go. Go ahead and grab an imaginary crayon in your fingers, or an imaginary marker, or an imaginary pencil. Use your imaginary writing implement to draw a big line across your abdomen. We're dividing our body in half. We have our lower body, that's our legs and our bum and our feet, and then we have our upper body, which is our torso and our arms and our head. Take your lower body and freeze it down like a statue. It's not going to move for the next few moments. Take your upper body, your torso, and your arms and your head And start a really light dance, a light dance that moves all around the room. You might imagine you're painting little paint strokes on a canvas. You might imagine you're flying through the air on light wings. Do your light dance with your upper body for 3. Keep your lower body frozen for 2. For 1, wherever your upper body is, freeze it in place. It's not gonna move. Your lower body unfreezes. We're gonna do a heavy, heavy dance with the lower body, like everything's super heavy and difficult, and because it's your lower body, you might even change levels. So try your heavy dance. Maybe make a little noise for 3, for 2, for 1, freeze, and start to melt towards the ground. Melt everything down like you're a puddle, like your ice cream, like your ice in the sun, landing in a low shape, a shape close to the ground, and then start to rise like a bubble all the way up towards the sky. Melt down again, melt down for 5, really heavy for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, and then rise back up, 3, 2, 1 last time, really dramatic, melting down. Oh my gosh, it's so hot outside. Melting, 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 melting. And then like someone scooped you up and put you back in the freezer, you're starting to get stronger and lighter and brighter and taller for 3, for 2, for 1. And let it all go. Erase that line across your body. Take your imaginary marker and draw it down the center of your body. We're dividing the body in half again, but in a different way. We have one side and we have the other side. Choose one side and freeze it down. Stick it to your body. We're just going to move one body half at a time. This side's gonna move nice and light. So my arm and my leg on one side are light and bright and easy. Move it for 3, for 2, for 1, freeze that side. The other side moves heavy. This side moves heavy for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Let it go and erase that line. Nice job. Make a big X with our body. Now we start to cross our body half. This is called cross lateral movement. I'm going to wiggle one finger. I'm going to look down at my toe, crossing my body to reach down and pop a little bubble at the bottom of my foot. And then I float that arm right back up. Try the other side. Wiggle those fingers, reaching down, trying to pop something on my foot, and then I float back up. Can you make this hand heavy? Wiggle that foot, and it starts to melt heavy and strong down, and it pops that bubble on your foot, and then light as air, it floats all the way up. Ready, set, go. Heavy on the other side, crossing your body, and then floating back up. Can we cross to both sides at the same time? This is a little complicated. Let's try. We're gonna cross our arms, reaching, crossing, moving, trying to touch both toes. I don't know if my arms are long enough. I'm gonna try to touch and pop and float them all the way back up and let that go. Now it's time for our last movement of our little dance class today. And we're gonna get to move inside our own bubble any way we choose. So take your imaginary marker or crayon or pencil one more time and draw a really big bubble all around yourself. Go ahead and start to move around in your bubble. Just notice what space you have. You have space up above you. Can you dance up above you? You have space down below you. You have space on both sides and in the front and in the back. You can move in any of these spaces. It's a dancer's choice. You can move light, you can move heavy, you can move strong, you can move sharp or smooth and easy. You choose for the next 10 seconds, but you must keep dancing. Get ready, get set, dance any way you want. 4, 10, 4, 9, 4, 8, 4, 7, in your bubble. 6, and 5, and 4, 3, 2, 1, freeze in a shape, any stand straight and strong. Take a little bow for your adoring audience. Give yourself a little hug for working so hard. Gently pop that bubble. And we're all done. Great job, dancers. Thank you for dancing with me, my friends. I really enjoyed practicing some heavy and light movement with you. If you're not done dancing, you can click the link in the description down below to head on over to the Sand Dance Project website. That's where all our videos are gonna live. If you enjoyed, please make sure to subscribe to this channel and see what we're doing next. Otherwise, until I see you again, dance everywhere you can, my friends. Bye.